today, this roping. We're all one arena right here. We do have a cutoff, 5-second barrier. You got to be 13.99 or faster on your first steer, and when we get to round 2, I'll talk about that cutoff. 13.99 or faster to get to the second round, 5-second barrier. We've got one more burn steer, then it's going to be Team 1, Caden Cortez and Brandon Kiefer. You guys be ready to ride in. You guys please know your team number and be ready to rope when one team rides out. The next team ride it in for me, please. There's lots of extra runs, so please look at that draw or look at Global to know when you're up. Let's go to Caden and Brandon, Team 1 in the box. Zane Huffman and Zach Crawford at 3. You can ride it in, followed by Riley and Enrique at 4. We're going to get a leg 13, 18. That's going to make it in the cut. 13 and 18. Let's go to Zane Huffman and Zach Crawford, Team 3 roping, followed by Riley Fabrizio and Enrique Munoz at 4. Ashton Hughes and Paul Mullins are out at 5. Isaac Madrid and Britt Smith at 6. 7, 8, and 9. You guys be ready to rope. This should be Zane Huffman and Zach Crawford in the box. Let's roll it just a few. Let's go to Riley and Enrique, Team 4. What about Riley Fabrizio and Enrique Munoz, Team 4? Ashton Hughes and Paul Mullins, Team 5. You can ride in. Clean run, 7 and 10. 7, 1, 0. This is going to be Team 5. Ashton Hughes and Paul Mullins. 6 is Isaac Madrid and Britt Smith. Trip Pittman and Andy Anaya at 7. Cole Lewis and Ron Domner be ready at 8. 9, 10, and 11. Isaac and Britt at 6. You can ride on in. Ryan Davis, you're needed to the entry office. Ryan Davis. And they're going to be clean 10 and 29. 10, 2, 9. Let's go to Team 6. Is Isaac Madrid and Britt Smith are open. 7 is going to be Trip Pittman and Andy Anaya. Colt Lewis and Ron Donner at 8. Colt Hilly and Cash Duty be ready at 9. Trip and Andy at 7. You can ride in. Clean run here is 7:59. 7 and 5, 9. This is going to be Team 7. Roping Trip Pittman and Andy Anaya. Cole Lewis and Ron Domer at 8. 9's Colt Hilly and Cash Duty. Tucker Wren and Dylan Trailer be ready at 10. Cole and Ryan at 8. You can ride in. No time. Let's go to Team 8. Cole Lewis and Ron Domer. 9's going to be Colt Hilly and Cash Duty. Tucker Wren and Dylan Trailer at 10. Lane Pate and Kale Rourke be ready at 11. Zane Huffman and Zach Crawford, we're going to get you after Team 11. Colton Cash, you can ride in. Team 9's in the box. Clean run, 1049, 1049. Let's go to Colton Cash at 9. 10's going to be Tucker and Dylan. Lane and Kel be ready at 11. Zane and Zach, you're going to follow. 12, 13, and 14 be ready to rope. Tucker and Dylan, Team 10, you can ride in. No time. Well, let's go to Team 10 here. It's going to be Tucker in and Dylan trailer rope on 11s. Lane Pote and Kel Rourke, followed by Zane Huffman and Zach Crawford at 3. Ethan Essex and Casey Hidley be ready at 12. Lane and Kel at 11. You can ride in. They're going to be clean. 804. 804. Let's go to Team 11. It's going to be Lane Pote and Kel Rourke, followed by Zane Huffman and Zach Crawford at 3. Lane Pate, you're needed to the entry office. Lane Pate. Well, let's roll this, and let's go Zane Huffman and Zach Crawford, Team 3 in the box. Zane Huffman and Zach Crawford. Ethan and Casey at 12. You can ride in. They're going to take a no time. Let's go to Team 12. Ethan Essex and Casey Hidley. 13 is going to be B. Radlands and Troy Levinos. Blake Saveller and Hagen Wright be ready at 14, 16, and 17. B. Rad and Troy, you can ride in. 13's in the box. Clean run, 855, 855. Let's go to B. Radlands and Troy Levinos at 13. 14 is going to be Blake and Hagen. Jackson Begman and Colton Tate at 16. Danny Jordan and Rick Munoz be ready at 17. Blake and Hagen at 14. You can ride in. Clean run, 841, 841. Let's go to Blake and Hagen, Team 14, rope, and 16 is going to be Jackson and Colton. Troy Levinos, you're needed at the entry office, please. Jackson, no time. Well, let's go to Jackson and Colton, Team 16. 17 is going to be Danny and Enrique, Ashton and Zach at 18. Dan Denmark and Britt Smith, you're out at 19. Danny and Enrique, Team 17, you can ride in. 722 clean, 7 and 22. Let's go to Danny and Enrique at 17. 18 is going to be Ashton and Zach. Dan and Britt at 19. We're going to roll 20, so 21, 2, 3, and 4 be ready. Ashton and Zach right on in. 18's in the box. They're going to be clean 10 and 16. 10, 1, 6. Let's go to Ashton Hughes and Zach Crawford at 18. Dan Denmark and Britt Smith be ready at 19. 21 is going to be Cohen Carroll and Jared Hurst, Cole Lewis, and Brandon Kiefer at 22. Dan and Britt at 19. You can run in. Clean run, 7:59, 7:59. Let's go to Dan and Britt at 19. 21's Cohen Carroll and Jared Hurst. Cole Lewis and Brandon Kiefer at 22. Troy Gibbs, Cash Duty, 23. Dylan Trailer at 24. Be ready. No time. This is going to be Team 21 in the box. Cohen, Carroll, and Jared. This should be Cohen Carroll and Jared Hurst. Let's roll it a few. Cole Lewis and Brandon Kiefer, 22. Right on in for me, please. Cole Lewis and Brandon Kiefer, Team 22. Troy Gibbs and Cash Duty, 23. You can ride in. Clean run, 906, 906. Let's go to Troy Gibbs and Cash Duty, Team 23. 24 is going to be Dylan. Tucker Wren and Justin at 25. 25.1's Robert Brewer and Cody McCluskey. Dylan, right on in. 24 is in the box. Clean run of an 885. 885. Let's go to Dylan Trailer at 24. Tucker Wren and Justin at 25. 25.1 is going to be Robert Brewer and Cody McCluskey. Zane Huffman, Cole Roberts at 26. Tucker and Justin, 25. You can ride in. 769 clean, 7 and 6-9. Let's go to Tucker Wren and Justin at 25. 25.1 is going to be Robert and Cody. Zane and Cole, 26. Keegan Perez and Andy Smallwood, 27. Robert and Cody, 25.1. You can ride in. If I have rolled you guys, please be ready after Team 30. They're going to take a no time. Let's go to Team 25.1. Robert and Cody. 26 is going to be Zane Huffman, Cole Roberts. 27 is Keegan Perez and Andy Smallwood. Isaac and Casey at 28, 9, and 30. Zane and Cole, right on in. 26 is in the box. With the legs, going to make you 15.04, and that's going to be too long, guys. No time. This is going to be Team 26, Zane Huffman, Cole Roberts. 27 is going to be Keegan Perez and Andy Smallwood. Isaac and Casey at 28, 29, and 30. Keegan and Andy, you can ride in. No time. Let's go to Keegan and Andy, team 27. Isaac and Casey at 28. Colt Hilly and Jason Stewart, 29. Case Key, Hagen Wright at 30. Followed by Troy and Cooper at 20. Cohen and Jared, 21. Isaac and Casey, you can ride in. Clean run, 983, 983. Let's go to Isaac Madrid and Casey Hilly, 28. Colt Hilly and Jason Stewart, 29. Case Key, Hagen Wright at 30. We're going to get a barrier 12 and 54. That's in there, 1254. Let's go to Colt and Jason at 29. Case Key, Hagen Wright at 30. Troy and Cooper, 20. Cohen and Jared, 21. Shane and Coy at 31. No time. Let's go to Case and Hagen, team 30. Troy and Cooper, you can ride in. 1109, including the barrier, 1109. This is going to be Troy and Cooper, followed by 31. Shane and Coy, Zach and Dean at 32. Jackson and Troy, 33. Shane and Coy, 31. You can ride on in. Clean run, 985, 985. Let's go to Shane Williams and Coy Rahman at 31. Zach and Dean, 32. You can ride in. No time. This is going to be Zach Watson and Dean Saylor at 32. 33 is going to be Jackson and Troy. Lane Pate, Ron Davis, 35. Ethan Essex and Britt Smith at 36. Ashton Hughes, T. Woolman, be ready at 37. Jackson and Troy, you can ride in. With the legs, 1475, and that's going to be too long, ropers. Let's go to Jackson and Troy, 33, 35. It's going to be Lane Pate, Ryan Davis, 36 is Ethan Essex and Britt Smith. Ashton Hughes, T. Woman at 37. Jay Presty and Cooper at 38. Lane and Ryan, 35. You can ride in. Clean run, 1051, 1051. Let's go to Lane and Ryan, 35. Ethan and Britt, right on in, 36 is in the box. 913 clean, 913. Let's go to Ethan and Britt, 36. Once we get the arena clear, 37's Ashton and T. Jay and Cooper, 38. Bailey Coates, Cash Duty at 39. Trip Pittman, Cole Roberts at 40. Shane and Coy, you guys be ready. Ashton and T, you can ride in. Clean run, 791, 7 and 9-1. This is going to be Team 37, Ashton Hughes, T. Woolman, 38, Jay Presty and Cooper Robertson. Bailey Coates, Cash Duty at 39, Trip Pittman and Cole Roberts at 40, followed by Shane and Coy. Jay and Cooper right on in. 836. Let's go to Jay Presty and Cooper Robertson, 38. Bailey Coates, Cash Judy at 39. Trip Pittman and Cole Roberts at 40. Shane and Coy at 31. Cody McCluskey and Bradley Brewer, 40.1. Bailey and Cash, you can run in. Clean run at 808. 808. Let's go to Bailey and Cash at 39. 40 is going to be Tripp and Cole. Shane and Coy at 31. 40.1 is Cody and Bradley. Tucker Wren and Jared Hurst be ready at 41. Tripp and Cole, you can run in. No time. This is going to be Team 40, Tripp Pittman and Cole Roberts, followed by Shane and Coy at 31. 40.1 is Cody McCluskey, Bradley Brewer, Tucker Wren, and Jared Hurst at 41. Morgan Holmes and Andy Smallwood be ready at 42. Shane and Coy, run it in for me, please. No time. Let's go to Shane and Coy at 31. Cody and Bradley be ready at 40.1. Tucker and Jared 41. Morgan and Andy at 42. Justin and Ryan at 43. Co and Carol, you're needed to the entry office, please. Co and Carol. Clean run, 705. 705. This is going to be Cody and Bradley, Team 40.1. Tucker and Jared, you can run in. 41's in the box. Clean run of a 9 and 64. 964. Let's go to Tucker Wren and Jared Hurst at 41. Morgan Holmes and Andy Smallwood, 42. Justin and Ryan at 43. Troy Gibbs, Jason Stewart, 44. Hoyt Darnell and Case Key, you're out at 45. Let's go to Morgan and Andy in the box. No time. This is going to be Justin and Ryan, Team 43. 44 is Troy Gibbs and Jason Stewart. Hort Darnell and Case Key, 45. 45.1 is Cohen Carroll and Coulter Jackson. B-Rad Lance and Coy Robin at 46. going to stay right here at Justin and Ryan, Team 43 in the box. Troy and Jason, you can write in, Team 44. Clean run of a 997, 997. Let's go to Troy Gibson, Jason Stewart at 44. 45 is going to be Hoyt Dronell and Case Key. 45.1 is Cohen Carroll and Coulter Jackson. B. Redlands and Coy Robin at 46. Danny Jordan and Dean Slayer be ready at 47. Hoyt and Case, you can write in. They're going to be clean 10-04, 10-04. Let's go to Hoyt Dronell and Case Key, 45. 45.1's Cohen Carroll and Coulter Jackson. B. Redlands and Coy Robin at 46. Danny and Dean at 47. Cutter Babb and Casey Hilly be ready at 48. Cohen and Coulter, write it in for me. 45.1's in the box. They're going to be clean 8 and 69, 869. Let's go to Cohen Carroll and Coulter Jackson, 45.1. B. Redlands and Coy Robin, 46. Danny Jordan and Dean be ready at 47. 48 is going to be Babb and Hilly, Lane Pate, and Andy Anaya at 49. 50 through 60. Make sure you guys are ready to rope, please. Team 41, Tucker Wren and Jared Hurst. We're going to get you here in a few. B. Rad and Coy, you can write in. 46 is in the box. With the legs, going to be 10-96. 10 and 96. Let's go to B. Redlands and Coy Rahman at 46. 47 is Danny Jordan and Dean Cutter Babb and Casey Hilly at 48. Lane Pate, Andy Anaya at 49. Tucker Wren and Jared Hurst, you'll follow. Danny and Dean right on in. 47's in the box. No time. Let's go to Danny Jordan and Dean Saylor. Team 47. 48 is going to be Cutter Babb and Casey Hilly, Lane Pate, Andy Anaya at 49. Tucker Wren and Jared Hurst, 41. 50 is going to be Hagen Wright and Ryan Davis. Cutter and Casey right on in. 48. No time. Let's go to Cutter and Casey. Team 48. 49's Lane and Andy. Tucker and Jared at 41. Lane and Andy, you can write in. No time. Let's go to Lane and Andy. 49, followed by Tucker and Jared at 41. Hagen and Ryan at 50. Tucker and Jared, you can write in. $806. $806. Let's go to Tucker and Jared, Team 41. Looking for Jared Hurst on the hillside. Okay, let's keep rolling it. Tucker will get you in a minute. Let's go to Hagan and Ron, Team 50. Jared Hurst, we need you on the hillside. It's an extra run. Dan and Judd, you can run in. 8:23. Let's go to Dan and Judd. They're going to go out with a no time. Let's go to Cohen and Ron, Team 51. Shane and Paul at 52. This should be Cohen Carroll, Ron Davis. Let's roll it. What about Shane Williams and Paul Mullins, Team 52? Keegan and T, 53. You can run in. They're going to be clean, 8 and 55, 855. Let's go to Keegan Perez and T. Woolman, 53, 54 is going to be Bailey Coates and Jorge Pena, Zach Watson and Cole Roberts at 55. Bailey and Jorge, you can run in. No time. Once we get the arena picked up, it's going to be Bailey Coates and Jorge Pena. 54, 55 is going to be Zach Watson, Cole Roberts, Hippie Sanchez, and Cooper at 56. Zach and Cole, you can run in. Clean run, 10:47, 10:47. Let's go to Zach Watson and Cole Roberts, 55. Hippie and Cooper, 56. Reed and Andy, 57. Craig and Jason at 58. Then we're going to get Tucker Wren and Judd Jackson, Cohen Carroll, Ron Davis. $9.95, $9.95. Let's go to Hippie and Cooper, Team 56. Reed and Andy, you can run in. They're going to be clean, 892, 892. This is going to be Reed and Andy at 57, followed by Tucker and Judd, 41. Cohen Carroll, Ron Davis, 51. Craig Moore, Jason Stewart, be ready at 58. Jackson McGann and Case Key at 59. Riley Fabrizio and Corey Rawman, you're out at 60. Tucker and Judd, you can run in. No time. This is going to be Tucker Wren and Judd Jackson. Cohen Carroll and Ron Davis, Team 51. Right on in for me, guys. Cohen Carroll and Ron Davis. No time. Go to Cohen Carroll and Ron Davis at 51, followed by Craig Moore, Jason Stewart at 58, Jackson Begman and Case Key at 59, Riley Fabrizio, Coy Rahman at 60, Brian and Enrique at 61. Craig and Jason right on in, 58's in the box. No time. This is Team 58, Craig Moore and Jason Stewart roping. Jackson and Case, you can run in. We're going to be clean but a barrier, 1308. That's in there, boys, 1308. Let's go to Jackson and Case at 59. Riley and Coy right on in, 60's in the box. Queen run, 778, 778. Let's go to Riley Fabrizio and Coy Rahman at 60. 61 is going to be Brian and Enrique, Troy Gibbs, Colton Tate, 62. Cutter Babb and Ryan Davis, 63. Justin and Dean at 64. Brian and Enrique at 61. You guys jot it in for me, please. One team rides out. The next team rides in. Please be ready to rope. They're going to be clean, 7 and 58. Let's go to Brian and Enrique at 61. Troy Gibbs, Colton Tate, 62. Cutter Babb and Ron Davis at 63. Justin and Dean, you're out at 64. 5, 6, and 7. Be ready. Troy and Colton, you can ride in. 7 and 90. 790. Let's go to Troy and Colton at 62. Cutter and Ryan, 63. Justin and Dean at 64. Cutter and Ryan, Team 63, you can run in. They're going to go out with a no time there. Let's go to Team 63, Cutter Babb and Ryan Davis. 64 is going to be Justin and Dean. B-Ride, Lance, and Cash Duty, 65. Shane Williams, T. Woolman, 66. Cohen Carroll and Casey Hillier, 67. 68, 9, and 70. About 15 teams away from a drag in round 2. If you don't have your entries in on that number 1240 plus, if you could head to the entry office and get that taken care of for us. Justin and Dean, you can run in. They're going to be clean, 804. 804. Let's go to Justin and Dean at 64. B. Riding, Cash, 65. Shane and T, 66. Cohen and Casey at 67. Cole Roberts, Zach Crawford, you're out at 68. Keegan Perez and Britt Smith at 69. 70 through 78. You guys be ready. Be riding Cash. You can ride in. 65's in the box. They're going to be clean there, 983, 983. Let's go to B-Rad Lansing, Cash Duty at 65, Shane and T 66, Cohen and Casey 67, Cole and Zach at 68. Shane and T, you can run in. And they're going to be clean there, 7 and 80, 780. Let's go to Shane Williams, T. Woolman at 66, 67, Cohen, Carolyn, Casey Hilly, Cole Robertson, Zach Crawford at 68, Keegan Perez, Britt Smith at 69, Cutter Babb and Hagen Wright be ready at 70. Cohen and Casey right on in, 67's in the box. Clean runs, 851, 8 and 51. Let's go to Cohen and Casey, 67. Cole Robertson, Zach Crawford at 68. Keegan Perez, Britt Smith, you're out at 69. Cutter and Hagen at 70. Zach Watson and Andy Smallwood, you're 71. Cole and Zach right on in, 68's in the box. No time. This is going to be Team 68, Cole Robertson, Zach Crawford roping. Keegan and Britt, you can ride in. With the barriers, 14:47, and that's going to be too long, guys. Let's go to Keegan and Britt at 69. Cutter and Hagen, 70. You can ride in. Clean run here, 7 and 39, 739. Let's go to Cutter and Hagen, Team 70. Zach Watson and Andy Smallwood, 71. Jason Stewart, Judd Jackson, 73. Case Key and Coy Rahman, 74. 5, 6, 7, and 8, and we'll drag. Zach and Andy, you can run in. We're going to be clean here, 710, 710. Let's go to Zach and Andy at 71. Keegan Perez, Hippie Sanchez, and Paul Mullins. They need to see you at the entry office, please. That's Keegan Perez, Hippie Sanchez, and Paul Mullins. We're at 71. Zach Watson, Andy Smallwood, followed by Jason Stewart and Judd Jackson, 72. Case Key, Coy Rahman, 73. Brian and Judd at 74. Jason and Judd, you can ride in. They're going to be clean, 753, 7 and 53. This is going to be Jason Stewart, Judd Jackson, 72. Case Key and Coy Rahman, 73. Brian and Judd at 74. Blake and Cooper, 75. Flint and Jorge, 76. Colton and Ryan at 77. Coulter and Judd at 78 will end the round. Case and Coy, you can ride in. They're clean, 692, 692. Let's go to Case Key and Coy Rahman at 73, followed by Brian and Judd, 74. 75 is Blake and Cooper, Flint and Jorge at 76, 77, and 8. Brian and Judd, you can ride in. Clean run, 652, 652. Let's go to Brian and Judd at 74. No time. This is going to be Blake and Cooper. Team 75. 76 is Flint and Jorge. Colton and Ryan at 77. Coulter and Judd at 78. Flint and Jorge right on in. 76 is in the box. Clean run, 874, 874. Let's go to Flint and Jorge at 76. 77's Colton and Ryan. Coulter and Judd at 78, and we'll drag. Colton and Ryan, you can run in. Clean run here, 9 and 40, 940. Let's go to Colton Runyon and Ryan Davis at 77. Coulter and Judd Jackson at 78, and we'll drag. No time. This is going to be Coulter and Judd, team 78. We'll drag and come back to round 2. Right now we got 50. Colton and Ron, you guys get your ropes and ride right back up for me. Clean run of an 867. We got Colton and Ryan, and then we'll drag. With the legs going to be 13 and 42. We're going to drag. We got 52 teams coming back to round 2. 52.